For the hour are constantly changing. The odds are updated indeed every 5 minutes. Right now, the odds, as we noted, are 65.1% for Clinton and 31.5% for Trump. One of the men behind the betting odds we quote here is John Stossel, host of Stossel on the Fox Business Network, and he joins us now. John, good to see you. How did you get involved with the betting odds?
Because I got so sick of these polls and the pundits predicting this and that. We've known now for a long time that the people who bet, the thousands of people who bet, and they're not allowed to in the United States for the most part because Republicans mostly have banned it. So most of the betting comes from Europe. The betting is a better predictor of future events and much better at predicting elections than polls or pundits.
So tell me about where you get the betting odds that you and your colleague who post this information online every day, where do you get it?
Betfair is where most of it comes from. That's the largest British site. About $50 million is bet there. And people are constantly winning and losing. They're betting on sporting events mostly, but they also bet on American politics. The state results we get from a site called Predicted, which is in the United States. It's in this one site that's been allowed. But it's not that accurate because you're only allowed to bet $850.
Well, what is this all? First of all, is this legal? This posting of these betting? I was always under the impression that this stuff it wasn't legal to deal in this.
Well, it's not legal for Americans to bet on Betfair. It is legal to bet on Predicted, but as I said, they can only bet $800, and that's been a recent liberalization.
So, explain to me why you think that these betting odds, I mean, I realize you're sick of the polls, a lot of people certainly feel that way too. Why do you think they're more reliable?
Well, think about it. You go into a bar and someone says, oh, I know this is going to happen. And you say, well, you want to bet? And the person often says, well, maybe not. People who put their money where their mouths are more likely to be sure that they're right. And also, there's wisdom in crowds. If you remember that TV show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You could ask the audience for help with your question, or you could ask an expert. And the experts were often geniuses. And the audience, I don't know who they were people waiting out in the cold to go into a quiz show. But the experts would get the answer right 65% of the time. But the audience got it right 91% of the time. So there's wisdom in crowds. Polls, by contrast, will you talk to a stranger who calls you on the phone? A lot of people don't have landlines now. They're just not as accurate. And look what happened last election when Karl Rove and Rush Limbaugh and others predicted Romney. The bettors said 77% chance Obama would win.
Well, I had no idea it was that high. 77%, I had no idea. Now, what did the betting odds say during the Republican primary season?
They picked Trump in February when people were still saying no chance. In fact, Karl Rove said he won't win the nomination. A Washington Post columnist said he'd eat his column if Trump won. Well, he did end up eating his column. They predicted 74 of state primaries right. They're not perfect. They got Iowa wrong. They didn't know that Cruz would win. They've missed a bunch. They missed Brexit.
Well, wait a minute. Take me to as the race wore on, and the betting odds changed as they would. How did the betting odds fare during the rest of the primary season up until it was settled? It was settled.
For the most part, they predicted the Trump victories. I mean, I can name the cases where they were wrong. In the Iowa caucus, at one point, it gave Trump 68%. Cruz won that. In Michigan, the odds gave Sanders just 11%. He ended up winning. Odds gave Cruz 5% in Oklahoma, but he won. But every other primary, the bettors were correct.
John, you keep posting them, and we'll keep quoting them. Thank you very much.
They update every 5 minutes.